Bottom of the deck. Six of Swords, choosing to leave the drama, choosing to leave all the crap, choosing to leave the naysayers, choosing to leave the opinions of others, choosing to leave the judgment and going to a calmer, more serene place. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. That growing up is a beautiful thing, knowing who you are. All right, so Spirit is having you work on steady, slow but steady. I have the Seven of Pentacles out here with the Queen of Cups and the Temperance card. Let's read these three together. This is what Spirit is doing in you. Like I said, you've come through some things. You've come through the extremes of life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the hard times. Could be some family disputes. Could be finding your voice in your family. Maybe you were the youngest sibling or something, or maybe you were the oldest, and you were afraid to speak up. You were afraid to be you. You were afraid to exert your authority, your power, because I don't know, you have a strong mother. You got one of those mamas that mama get the last word, and you have maybe a father that's more quiet, like just do what your mama say or something like that, or vice versa. Your dad's a very strong man, your mom's more docile, and you just found out that, you know, this is who I'm going to be, and you took a like a leap of faith, or even a stance. You took a stance and began to speak your truth or live your truth. I'll take that back. You didn't speak your truth. You lived your truth. In other words, it was action, not just words, but it was action. I don't know whether you moved out or whether you told somebody they couldn't come over, or somebody tried to offer your house up for a place to come. Like, we can come to your house for the cookout or something. Something happened. We can come over your house. And you were like, no, you can't. Something like that. Anyway. That's kind of energy I'm feeling, kind of taking a stance, all right? And so Spirit has had you working on your emotions, because the Queen of Cups is here. You could be a Sagittarius, you could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Everybody's out here, right? So, but you, Spirit has had you working on your emotions, becoming less emotional even for some of you, but some of you being in touch with your emotions, learning to set your boundaries without crying all the time. I don't know that, but you might have been very weepy. You might be prone to crying when it's time for you to like stand up for yourself, because it was very uncomfortable, very uneasy. But Spirit had you working on it steady but sure, you know, slowly but surely. You were, you know, building up. He built it up and built it up and build it up, and now we're solid as a rock. I don't know what it's like. Anyway, but you built it up, and now you're solid, right? So that healing has come, that balance has come, that harmony has come. Lord, it's hot in here. All right. So that's what's going on with your spirit. So in your mind, you've been defending yourself, and you're done defending yourself. Like I said, you put your boundaries down. I have the Seven of Wands out here. Sevens is all about spiritual awakenings. I feel like a spiritual awakening has taken place, and is taking place even now, even more so. And you are you used to be guarded about it, but now you're defending yourself. Like, in other words, like I said, you're taking a stance with that Temperance card out here. Like for the Seven of Wands, you're taking a stance on who you are, and so you're not being guarded about, I don't do that, or why are you asking me about that? Like, you know who you are spiritually. The awakening has happened. It's taking place even now. It's gaining momentum. You've been working on it. It's been building. It's been growing. You're good now, right? And so you are defending yourself. And this is, I consider all these people, and you take care of that one, and you take care of this one, you take care of this one, like one by one. If you come for me, and I didn't send for you, I'm going to deal with you. That's what I'm feeling. Nothing aggressive, just very, very sure, very balanced, very, you know, I'm divine feminine. I'm telling you, this is beautiful, beautiful energy out here. Page of Wands is right here. With this energy, you could be dealing with your children. Especially in this time of the quarantine, I feel something about like you learned that you might be a teacher. You might be a very good instructor, like a tutor or something, like with this homeschooling your children, because I'm feeling like children energy on here. Could be a little boy, and you figured out that somebody found a trick in math. Like maybe math wasn't your strong suit, but because you had to do it, you know what I mean? You're very ingenious. Ingenuity, thank you. With your ingenuity, you now have found some tricks to some math, and you're better at math than you thought you were, right? And so you might have had a little boy that was struggling. That's what I'm feeling like. This is a little boy, maybe 7, 8, 9 years, between 7 and 9 years old. Anyway, 4th grade math, whatever that is. Anyway, so, and also with another message with this card is, feminine, you are with this growing and this getting in touch with your emotions. You're now deciding what you want to do. Like you're launching out into some new things, some new areas, some new arenas, and you're not you're fearless, and it's fresh, it's new. For some of you, you're going to be getting some good news very, very soon. Good news about application that you might have put in. A job offer is coming. Maybe even some, you know, I know that's not cups, but some love. Like your love is taking a, if you're seeing somebody, if you want to meet somebody, I feel like you're going down the road to love. You know what I mean? It's like you're headed in the right direction. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, and probably again springtime, because there are buds on that wand. See, that wand is budding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might be 6 weeks or less. For some of you, might be 6 days. Definitely not 6 months. That's too far. You've been doing too much work to wait 6 more months. It's like 6 weeks or 6 days. Anyway, and speaking of that, then now we have the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups, this is this energy here is the reason why the Page of Wands is here, because you had just become listless about things, like nothing excited you and you wanted to, you know, do something new. And with the Four of Cups, this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is kind of how you were feeling. Your emotions were kind of like, you know, you weren't a complainer. You weren't depressed. You weren't like, what is it? You know, despondent. It was just kind of like like a lack of movement, like a lack of productivity in projects, or you know what I mean. So, but that's, of course, you're coming out of that. You're coming out of that. You know how I know? Because Three of Wands is out here. And this is about not only waiting for your ships to come in, but this is people joining with you to watch your ships come in. You put in the work. Again, with the Seven of Pentacles out here, you've put in the work, the groundwork, and now with the Wands, it's like you're ready to do something. So with you're doing something, you're probably finding your soul tribe, or probably hanging out with your girls, or I know, Zooming, networking. You're reaching out where before you wouldn't reach out. Before you were just like, you know, but now you're all passionate and fiery with this Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, this fire energy out here with the Three of Wands, and you're waiting for your ships to come in. But while you wait, you are networking, like I said, and you are gathering help, and I mean like-minded people, because look at those wands. Once again, they're budding, and they're all look kind of similar. You know, somebody might be a triplet, what? Or somebody might be having triplets. You might be waiting for you're pregnant with triplets, or. Right, let me just say this. I know let me just say this, what I'm hearing. If you have been doing fertility treatments, get ready for triplets. You probably you should know this by now, because, you know, your doctors probably told you, but if so, you know, kudos to you. But, or if not, if you are, okay, if you are of advanced maternal age, and you are thinking of taking fertility treatments or going into fertility treatments with your significant other, then you're going to have triplets. It's going to be 3 babies. Don't worry, you can handle it. Knight of Wands is out here. So this is a card all about movement. It's a card about passion. It's a card about energy, being focused, being direct. It's a card about being concise, and even, like I said, it's kind of it's aggression, but it's not aggressive bad, aggressive good. Aggressive meaning like you have bulldog tenacity, you won't let it go. So this is how I feel with this Three of Wands. It's because it's out here with the Three of Wands and the Two of Swords. Okay, and so what you're doing is moving very quickly towards, you know, what you've built, and the direction that you're going in based on this healing and this new you, right? And so you are very you made your decision. Now, some of you were struggling with a decision you didn't want to make because you were acting like you didn't see all the options. Like on purpose, you ignored some things that could have been flags for you, or you purposely were acting like I didn't know. But, you know, I don't feel like a lot of you are in that energy. Others of you have made a decision on blind faith. Okay, but again, there are some of you that I'm feeling like it with this card here. Some of you were acting like you didn't know what you were waiting for or know what you wanted. But you really did know, but you were scared to speak up. But I feel like you've cycled out of this energy, because this reading starts with the Temperance card, balance and harmony, and it says that you were actively working on, you know, standing your ground and this new stance that you're in. So, but there is a lingering bit of you that are here's a direction. You need to make this decision. Stop acting like you don't know, like you're blind to what's before you. Like, you see this lady with her blindfold on. You're not blind to what you need to do. So go ahead and make that decision so you can get in this Knight of Wands energy and get things moving, because that's really what the problem is. It's almost like there's a fear around you getting things moving. And whatever that thing is, somebody might need to move out. Somebody might need to move in. But I'm saying it's time for you to start to get things moving and stop acting like you don't have a choice in the matter. That's for somebody that might be in a relationship that's less than pleasing, less than, and I'm not just talking about romance, because I know you're divine feminines, but I'm not naive to think that you're just sitting around twiddling your thumbs waiting for your masculine. Everybody's not doing that, okay? But I'm just saying, if you are, gotta have somebody in the peripheral or periphery, whatever that is, the you know what I'm saying, somebody on the side, but not a side dude. I'm just saying, if you're having conversations or having thoughts about, it's like you're refusing to make a decision and acting like you don't have a choice in the matter. You do have a choice in the matter, in order to get things going. And I also feel that, like, with these two swords, there are some things that you need to let go. There might be two people. Girls, I'm working. Sorry, that you need to decide on. There might be two people in this equation that you need to decide on. And you might be waiting. This could be between you and a divine masculine and somebody else, but you might be waiting to see who is doing what, when, where, how, all that stuff. And if this is you, and it's okay, like I said, no judgment or condemnation, but it's going to be very important that you not act like, I don't know, be very decisive. Go ahead and make the decision so that you can be in this Knight of Wands energy and get things moving. All right. What are some more advice for the divine feminine? Okay. And in the meantime, this is also what your spirit is working on next. What is coming towards you by way of your spiritual growth and your spiritual journey. This is what's coming towards you. What is not aligned in your life? Aligning your life. So now that you've stood up, now that you got the Temperance out here with the healing, in touch with your emotions, standing up for yourself, taking a stance, making decisions, getting things moving, overcoming that listlessness and that inertia, even that non-movement, waiting for ships to come in, waiting for gathering your network, getting your support group, your tribe together. Now, with all that, you are aligning your life. And so you see that woman looks fragmented, her face like shards of glass. Okay, this is for some of you, not all of you, but this is the direction or the guidance from Spirit. Align your life. What in your life needs to come into alignment? So anything that does not serve you, anything that brings you down, anything that brings you to a place that you know you've healed and grown out of has to go. I mean, plain and simple. And that's probably why this Two of Swords is out here, because there are some things you need to make a decision about that needs to come into alignment, divine feminine. And you'll see that once you do that, everything else will fall into place. Let me go to the book and see what messages we get out of the book real quick, and then I'll get on up out of chum. All right, so you're being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined yourself by. See, we said that. The job, the relationship, and the mask you wore. And you're called to embrace now who you truly are, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Some of y'all are very strange. People are strange when we're strangers. I think that's how that goes. Anyway, perhaps you've outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. In other words, divine feminine, it's time to get it together. Make the decision. That Two of Swords is really, really, really sticking out to me. More so than the card that starts the reading, which is the Temperance card, which is all about understanding the streams of life, taking a stand, finding balance and healing and harmony. But then right at the last card, this is the first card out, and this is the last card. And in order to keep this is what Spirit wants for you: the balance and the harmony, the peace and the healing to come, along with understanding your feelings and emotions while you are steadily working on it, watching it grow slowly but surely. Because some of you all were in a real quick, I want it now energy, and that real quick, I want it now, do it now, let things change now, let things happen now, put you in this place, because unmet expectations bring heartache and despair. And that's what I feel like this Four of Cups card is about: unmet expectations. And so now you know, then it's a feeling of, I don't want it. I don't want it. And nothing pleases me. Off with their heads, you know, that kind of energy, right? But you could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, even feeling this way, right? Off with their head. I don't want it, right? But either way, air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, stop acting blind to the choices that you need to make. Stop acting like you don't have a choice or have power or control or know which way you want to go. You do. You know which way you want to go. You know which sword feels the best in your hand. You know, look at that. She's grabbing each sword, right? She knows which one she likes best. She knows which side she favors. That's for somebody. Somebody favors a certain side. Somebody favors a certain person. You take it as it resonates, but you favor a certain side, whether it's your side of the bed, whether it's your side of the way you part your hair, whatever side, you know what side you favor. So stop acting like you don't know, right? And bring that life into alignment right now, girl. Okay, I'm so excited for the journey. One more card from the Angel Oracle deck. For encouragement, one more message. Got it. For you, Divine Feminine, meditation brings answers. Pray about it. Pray about everything. Don't worry about nothing. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that so much. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.